Are we good? We're good. We're live.
Oh, awesome.
Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. And thank you again for joining in on another amazing episode of the Mindminx Show. And I am your favorite Mindminx. And today I am here with a pretty awesome person, and I can't wait to start talking to her. So we're not even going to waste any time. We're going to go right into it. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy you could be here. So Stephanie is the owner, along with her partner, Paul, who are amazing people. And we got to spend some time with them at their establishment called Absalom in Teaneck, New Jersey. I like to meet my guests every time before, I bring you on the show. So there's a little rapport going on, right?
Right.
And so I come to the Absalom, and I'm just thinking we're going to have a quick conversation. And it literally turned into the next day. We left after midnight.
Literally. Quick at Absalom is 6 hours, because like you said, it's almost like you go in and then you just so chill, and the environment, it just kind of welcomes that real, like, let's just forget the outside world exists. And by the time you leave, you're like, oh my God.
I can't believe it. It was the next day.
Yeah, literally.
And it's not like we came at 8 o'clock. We were there at 6:30. Because I remember saying to you that my GPS says ETA 6:38.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's what time we got there.
I actually think it wasn't around 1 that you left?
Close to it. It was like 12:23.
Because I remember going to sleep like late that night and thinking like, we had a great time.
Yep. Super great time. We had dinner. I smoked hookah for the first time, and I have to say, in over a decade. Yeah, I don't think Marcus was born when we, right?
Yep.
Wow.
My youngest son, who's going to be 12 and a half.
You should have had pop cherry then, the flavor.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, perfect.
That's the flavor I love that flavor.
Yeah, it's monumental to your 10-year anniversary of not smoking.
But what else did we do? We talked, all right, I'm getting way ahead of myself, and I always do that. So let's do the basics. So Absalom is a lounge, hookah lounge, obviously, but not just.
Right. That's the biggest thing. Like, when people are like, what is Absalom? I'm like, well, that's why Absalom, just the name is Absalom. I don't have like lounge or hookah or CBD or anything like that, because there's just so much that we do there. Absalom is like a vibe. It's a brand. It's a culture. It's all about stepping outside of the rat race that we live in and just being like, you know what, I'm going to chill. And whether that is via art or video games or lounging or CBD or hookah or
massages.
Don't
forget that.
Then, that's what you choose. And that's what we have for you. And, now we're going to be doing yoga as well.
That's right. You told me that.
Yep. So that's going to start. So we're just getting over this week. So it's going to start next week.
Okay.
It's going to be Saturdays. So we're really excited about that. So anything that we can integrate into Absalom to create that chill vibe, that, mental health atmosphere, then, that's what we do.
And I love that, because it really is a chill vibe. That is the perfect way to describe it. You don't walk in there. You know how some places you walk in, you feel like, you got to straighten your collar or, fix yourself or sit properly.
Right.
No, like, it was super comfortable from the second that we walked in. Even the lighting was great. It was so calming. And after the year and a half now that everybody's had, it's a super great place to just unwind, even if,
Right. Yeah, I mean, we've been locked up for such a long time, and there's people who go out and etc. But to really just be able to go somewhere where you're not like jam-packed with people like on top of you, and then be able to like to have your own place. You could sit, you could smoke, you could dance. It's just such a flex space, I was just telling a client last night, I'm like, we can customize your experience at Absalom the way you want it to be. So, and I even said that to you, like, there's so many options here that, you just tell me what you want, and if I can make it happen, I will. And if I can't, then I'd be like, nope, but no, I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Right.
But how about this, you know? That's the big thing with us. Yeah.
So you are an artist.
Yeah.
At the inception.
Yes.
So you've always done obviously artistic things, and part of Absalon, and you said it briefly, you do sip and paints, which is so cool because like you hear about them, and I know I did one time, but it's like, where do I go? How do I know which one's a good one or whatever? So it's kind of nice that but you have a different take on it instead of people coming in and having a
selected picture. Yeah. So essentially the idea is I was invited to a paint and sip like when they first started, and when I went, the artist, he just like low key but not really like hated the fact that I wasn't following his step by step. But at that point I had been doing art for over 20 years. You know, I'm thinking to myself, why don't you focus on everybody else? You know. But anyways, you know, going home with our paintings, and I'm sitting in the car and I'm thinking, man, what if like there was a place that you can go and no one like was telling you what you had to do? Like they were there to help you,
right?
But it didn't tell you what to do. Like you had that full artistic freedom to kind of just do your own thing, you know? And I worked out those logistics in my mind, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna open a studio where I'm gonna teach people art, you know, the fundamentals, and then I'll help them every step of the way. But I'm not gonna like boss them around and be like, you're gonna do a sunflower, you know what I mean? Like that. You know, like I don't like sunflowers, you know. So that's where the whole art thing started, in reference to me teaching people in that avenue of, you know, the sip and paint. Now we also do the puff and paint, where you have the hookah.
Oh, true.
And then I've been doing art for over 25 years, and I have my MFA, which I'm really happy about, you know, and I create art, and when you walk in, as you saw, all my art is on the walls. People really love it because it's just so trippy, you know, so.
It's in my, I told you, this is the first time I've ever made like 3 different promos for the same show because their pictures are so great. I love the pictures that I took at the, what do you, okay, so we're going to say the lounge. I don't want to say the store. I mean, it is.
You know what I usually call it? The studio.
The studio. Okay.
When we first opened, I used to toggle between lounge, studio, but then I said, you know what? It's a lounge studio, but at a studio, you do so many things. Like if you're making music or you're an artist, a lot of time is spent sitting and thinking and lounging and figuring out what you're going to create, you know? And then, you know, we're an art studio, we're a CBD studio, we're now essentially a yoga studio. We have so many like blah, blah, blah studio. I'm like, you know, it's the studio.
Studio.
You know?
I love it.
Yeah.
And it does have the space for it. So, okay, when you guys go, because I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when, because you guys need to be there. Well, tell us the address, first of all.
So we're located at 223 DeGraw, DeGraw Avenue in Teaneck, New Jersey.
So super easy ride. I'm all the way out by Patterson, and it was like a straight shot, like a 15-minute ride. It was nothing.
It's quick.
But when you walk in, there's these super comfy, like, vignettes. I love that. So there, you know, you have the cute little vignettes if you're having a little party, but then you have these massive leather sofas that are so comfy. And Paul was so cute because he brought like little pillows to put behind our back. Because it's when you're sitting in that sofa, that leather couch, that is like butter.
Encasing. You know, there's one space on that. I don't know if Paul told you, but there's one little space, the corner space, that whoever sits there, it's like, you know, we like drugged it with something, because people fall asleep all the time. Or on our couches, they'll just fall asleep, and I'll be like with the, you know, the coal stick, I'll poke them a little bit. Now I'm playing. But I'll be like, oh, hey, got your coal. You know, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. I'm like, it's totally fine. You know.
But that should make you feel good, because that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the point. We're having like huge sleepovers. No, no. The point is so that people feel relaxed or chill. Hey, if you want to close your eyes and like take 5-10 minutes, then be my guest. Right. I mean, if I foster that kind of environment, then amongst other things, then I've done my good deed for the day. You know, again, the name Absalom is a Hebrew name from the Bible, and it means father of peace. So when you're, let's for example, doing CBD, you're at peace, you're calm, you're chilling. When you're with us, you're at peace. So it all just intermingles, you know, the proof is in the name.
That's awesome. Yeah. I was going to ask you that, but I was like, I couldn't remember if we talked, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people ask because they're like, wow, that's such a weird name. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it means.
Well, especially some of those Bible names, you don't know if it was supposed to be, a good name or versus a bad name. So I'm
Right.
glad that, But everybody who is watching, I got some people. Hello, I'm sorry, on my Instagram live. We are live on mixvibesradio.com. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. And if you guys have any questions for Stephanie, you can call us at 718-616-9971. Now, you bring up CBD, and we're going to talk about that because
Sure.
I got
Let's go into the rabbit
Let's-
hole of
right,
CBD.
yeah. But it's interesting because my son saw the shots, right?
Okay.
And he's like, what are you doing with that marijuana stuff? Swear to God. He's 12 years old. He's 12 going on 37. by the
Okay.
way. And I'm like, well, actually, it's from cannabis. He's like, I prefer to say marijuana. And then he does his 12-year-old he, because he said,
Right.
And I was like, no. We got a great definition of what the difference is. And I want you to talk about that. 'Cause I've said that to at least 10 people since I saw you on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, the
Interesting.
difference between THC versus CBD. So please.
As long as that's stuck, that's also a great
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
because Absalom is, and we've spoke about this, Absalom is about many things, I suppose. But one of the things is helping and educating. And I feel like they're symbiotic to each other because if I'm teaching you something, right? So educating, then I'm helping you because now you know something new. And if I'm helping you do something, you're learning from that experience. And then, it kind of goes from there. So what's the difference? I came up with this little story, and every single time I say it, people are like, oh my God, that's such an amazing story.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, and I don't know if people say that just to make me feel better.
Nope,
but
it completely makes 100% sense.
Okay. So once upon a time, there was a single mother named Cannabis, and she had two sons. She had THC, who always hung out in the streets, and CBD, who went to medical school. And that's their difference. So THC is a psychoactive. He's going to get you high. Okay. And then you have CBD, which is not a psychoactive. And it has all these awesome therapeutic benefits that are going to help you in your body. So from there, what questions can I answer?
All right,
Because
so
there's
let's
so many different things, right?
Right, so let's just go right from there. So you had told me that CBD is actually naturally occurring.
So he ain't gonna help me.
The what?
So he ain't gonna help me.
He is not gonna.
No,
help
he's
you.
not. He's gonna help you in a different way. He's way different. I should have brought you a pre-roll. I'm sorry. I actually used to carry them in my car, just to give them to people because people.
Wait, do you still have the pre-roll, or did you use it already?
No, I still have it.
You still have it, but
Yeah.
on you or no?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
I
I see.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you gotta come. You gotta
I
come to the
told
studio
them.
one day.
I told
Yeah.
them. It's a straight shot over the bridge.
Well, we're going over there now after we're done. So
Go pick up the missus.
Exactly.
So we had talked about how CBD was actually naturally occurring in the body, which I didn't know.
Yes.
And I love that because it's I'm not going to take your thunder.
No,
I wanna
it's
take the-
okay.
you go ahead.
No. Trust me, I'm no Thor. Promise. So our bodies actually have an endocannabinoid system. We naturally produce CBD and THC.
Huh.
So all that happens in the brain, and we have receptors that attach to either CBD or THC. So you could kind of see it as like CBD is like a circle receptor and THC is a square receptor. So when you smoke CBD, the reason why you don't get high is because the circle can't fit in the square, no
Okay.
matter how much you try.
Right.
That's what she said. But
Well, you're going to hear a lot of office references today.
yeah, exactly. But the point of the matter is that so it attaches to the circle receptors, and then that's where you get all the benefits. They go, okay, here we go, and they go and they start doing everything that they do. It's CBD is an anti-inflammatory, it's an anti-anxiety. It helps you sleep. It's an anti-spasmodic. It's an anti-nausea. It just has so many benefits. I will bore you if I just went down the list, but essentially, it's really great for you, right? So your body says, okay, well, we have CBD. Where do we need it? And then it starts sending it wherever it needs to go. Also, CBD brings your body back to a state of homeostasis where you're at a balance. Now we're at a balance. That would also help you in a bunch of different other ways. Like, for example, if you're well rested, you're more productive.
Right.
What you heal best. I kind of made this up. You heal best when you're at rest. So if you take it at night and you get a really good night's sleep and you wake up in the morning and you're more rested. For those who are athletes or people going to the gym, especially now with the pandemic kind of going away and us being able to go back to the gyms like without the mask and everything, it helps with muscle recovery. So CBD has like a bunch of benefits versus THC. It does have its own benefits, but its main component is being that psychoactive.
Okay.
So, you're going to get high, and then, whatever happens from there happens. With CBD, there's no side effects. Versus with THC, most common side effects is the munchies.
Munchies, huge munchies.
So that could be a bit like
or being
not,
super tired.
or being super tired, or being super paranoid.
Oh.
But then there's a lot of positive things that people experience from THC. They, many people feel focused, creative. It's not a knock to THC. The only thing is that my thing is I'm on team CBD.
There you go.
So I mostly promote that. And just think that everyone should do their own research. But if you want one thing, you're more likely to lean towards one. And if you want something else, you're more likely to lean to the other.
Right.
And if you do both, then you experience the entourage effect.
All right, no, we're not going to try that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm here for the CBD. So that's what I focus on.
So you actually sell a lot of CBD products in the studio.
We have a nice line, yeah.
Super nice line. Like
Thank
you
you.
have a range from tea to shots, which we'll go into.
Right.
Right down to obviously normal for your hookah smoking,
Yeah.
but down to cotton candy.
People love our cotton
It's adorable.
candy. Yeah.
It's absolutely adorable. Makes the perfect. Like I love birthday parties, and I
Right.
like to throw myself a birthday party every year. And I always look for new things to try. So
Wait,
like
you have
I
to
might
come.
I might be booking the studio for my birthday this
Yeah.
year, and that would make the perfect adult party favor.
Oh, for sure. And you could give it in the beginning of the party so that people can start by just having the cotton candy. Or, they could take it home and before they go to sleep, just pop it
in.
and, they'll get a really nice, good sleep.
But what we talked about with the dosage that you have in there, that was a really interesting conversation. You
Right.
said a lot of CBD manufacturers or distributors actually have a lower dosage. Like,
Right.
so
So there's a lot of lack of information when it comes to CBD. And the idea is, like, for example, if you go into a smoke shop and you were to get Delta 8, you know that it works because when you take Delta 8, you get high. Okay? If you were to go to your local plug, you use what he gives you, you get high. You know it works, right? You go to a smoke shop, you pick up some shisha, you smoke it, it tastes good, you know that it worked. But CBD, you don't know if it works. Let me rephrase that. You only know that it works when you feel it at a certain level.
Okay.
Because if you're not at that level, then what ends up happening is that there's nothing else that you can base yourself off of. So, for example, if the CBD is not at a good dose, since CBD is an anti-inflammatory, if you still have pain and it's not feeling better, then you're not going to notice it if it even did something to you because you still feel the same, right? And I could ask you, when you used our products, like
I've
the
had
next
the
day,
best night of my sleep.
right?
Best night of sleep of my life in a very long time.
And that's the thing. People who use our products typically, next day, I'll follow up with them, or they'll send me a text and be like, "Oh my God, like you, I had the best night's sleep," or "Oh my God, I woke up today, I'm not anxious." But, I had this one client who she came in super anxious, and with really bad asthma, right? She used to use her inhaler throughout the day and her disc. And she's like, on the third day, she's like, "I don't need to use my inhaler and my disc anymore." And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great, you know. And I'm not saying that CBD cures asthma or any kind of pulmonary issues, but I'm just saying that like that was her experience. Before the CBD, she was super anxious, had to use her pump, etc., etc. Had all
So
these.
it's probably a compilation of a few things that are exacerbating her symptoms to begin with.
Exactly. And 3 days later, you know, the anxiety was the next day. She had a full night's sleep, didn't wake up during the night. And 3 days later, she wasn't using her pump anymore. And she hasn't since, because I do keep up with everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, that's excellent. I mean, there's a lot of studies that show that CBD is beneficial for asthmatics, etc. But again, do that research yourself. Speak to your doctor. I'm not a doctor.
You stipulated that when we first started talking, but you have done a lot of research. You've done the research for us.
I have.
So that you're speaking on this not just because you're selling the product, but you know it and you believe in it.
Right. As like, you know, if I wasn't selling the product, I could just speak to it as like just a person. Like, hey, this was my experience as a user. This is my experience as someone who knows other people who have used CBD. You know, so when you meet so many people, you have so many clients, and everyone tells you all the same things, you know, it's just the logical approach that, you know, if everyone says that, you know, this is what they're experiencing, then that's the general population's experience.
Right. And that's usually what works, right? When you know, the consensus is this is a good thing and give it a shot. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, that's what I speak off of. Aside from all the reading I've done, just the experience from myself, saying like, hey, you know, before I started using CBD, this is the pain levels that I had with my knees. This is how I felt with X, Y, and Z. This is how my anxiety felt. After CBD, this is what it feels like. And then this is what everyone else feels like. So, you know, going based on that. Where were we? We went down that rabbit hole.
That's okay. We digress very easily, and we have no problems with that. Although I'm going to make one request. Could one of you guys please lift that mic that we're not using? Because I can't see. No, lift.
Up.
Yeah.
You know,
now we
I
can see each other.
we keep doing this. Yeah, because I'm like, I want to maintain eye contact.
Yeah. Now you guys can see each other, too.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was actually going to move it, but I'm like, you know what? My luck. No, we're not going to touch that.
So we have some new people joining us on Instagram. Don't forget to hop on to YouTube, and then you guys can comment live and interact. And don't forget to call in if you'd like to say hello, 718-616-9971. We are here on Mixed Vibes Radio. And follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Did you know what Twitch was? Am I the only one here? I literally did not have a clue what Twitch was. My 12-year-old kid has an account on Twitch, and I was like,
well, I found out about Twitch, I would say like 2 years ago. So don't feel bad. I think it was around a long time ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I just found out about it, 5 weeks ago?
You
6
can make
weeks
money
ago?
off of that. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? I just have to like play video games and yell at the screen.
Yeah,
I could make
that's my kid.
Like
That's
major
what my kid
crazy money with that, you know.
Speaking of one of my kids, he's watching. Hi, Alex. How are you, darling? You go to instead of watching me here, go to YouTube and watch me there. Oh, that's last week's. Yeah, that was just Vic's number. So I have Postus. I have no, absolutely not. Because then I'll forget I did that, and then I'll be like, "Who's calling you? Who thinks that they can call you? Who thinks?" By the way, oh my God. Okay, we're gonna digress for a quick second.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation. It was a funny conversation because you made a sentiment that agreed with something I had said, and how like
I think I know what you're talking about.
how like we as women know when other women are trying to do something.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and our men don't get it.
Yeah, they think that the woman is just being like funny or cute, and it's like, nah. That
I have a good example, but it always starts an argument. So I don't know if I can bring it up.
No,
but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
You can't get angry. We're live.
I want to hear
Alex, it's YouTube, so just look up the Mindminx Show, and then Mindminx, like my Instagram name, show, and it'll pop up live. Look for Mixed Vibes Radio. My kid is asking me. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, Vic is going to send it to you. Okay. So this is the example. A few years ago, he reconnected through social media with an old friend. Like, they lived in the same block. So we're talking like children.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No problem, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm having a sweet 16 for my daughter. I'd like to invite you." They had, reconnected through Facebook, I guess it was.
Okay.
So he's like, "Sure," but he gave me the phone. He's like, "Here, she needs our address, so we can send her the address." So I put in there. I said, "Mr. and Mrs." I used our names, Rivera, and then our address. When the invitation came, it just said Victor Rivera. Oh, she didn't mean no. I know you don't see it the same way I do.
No, yeah, that's
Like-
totally on purpose. Girls do like little things, and guys don't notice it because guys even say it themselves. So I'm using your own words, quote unquote. We're simple. We don't think about those things.
Just
I don't
like
know what you're talking about,
just
Ma.
like you guys say to me, or you say to me, he was trying to kick it to you. No, he wasn't. He's just trying to. No, he was trying to.
We know. Like
I said. So we know.
The radar goes up. It's
But
like,
you see, that's the
So it's
same
the
thing
same
with
thing.
girls. Like when
Mhm.
girls do certain things, we know. Like when a girl like
So-
says
Yo.
certain comments.
And- Engineers
yo,
coming.
I'm on mic.
He came on the mic.
Oh, I love these kind of arguments or
What-
discussions.
Give me an example. What would you say that
Because of the fact that she purposely left out my name when I put Victor and all right, okay, I'm gonna say my God-given name on the radio.
No, but yeah, okay, like both of you.
Yeah.
She left your name off?
Yes.
What, like an invite?
Yes.
Well,
Oh
Maybe
my
she ran
God.
out of-
No, you see, this
No,
is
no,
this
what-
is.
what
Wait,
happens
can you
is-
put Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me"?
It wasn't. I know, right?
This is the perfect
I got-
time to put that
I
song
got the
on.
perfect excuse for this because
Men
you
typically
gotta
do.
think outside the box. Victor's a long name,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So
that's what it is.
6 whole letters.
Yeah.
well, she probably put choosing the right.
Dude, if she had written the Rivera family, then that would have been fine. But if you copy and
Yeah.
pasted what I gave you and then you purposely delete, that's a whole bunch more work than just leaving the whole fucking shit as I
Oh,
left
yeah.
it.
For
Ay,
sure.
Dios mío.
Sorry.
It's true though. No, it's true. I mean, look, if you weren't like right, I would be like, look, sis, I got you, but probably not. But it's just girls do certain things. Like they'll like, for example, they'll have a man at home that can do something for them, and they'll still hit up your man and be like, can you do this for me?
Can you put my TV on the
Yeah,
wall?
exactly. Can you do this for me, or can you do that for me? And I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, sis, like, you got a man.
You got me.
Oh, he's not good at that, because that's what the answer I would get. And I'd be like,
That's not my problem.
yeah, it's like, get yourself a different
I
man.
know, right?
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is something you got to look at yourself internally then if you didn't pick somebody who could do something like that.
Exactly. Or YouTube, learn how to do it yourself, you know? But
Or
I
just
don't know.
do Geek Squad. That's what we did. I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
want
you know
him
how
to
many
do
handymans are out there? You know? Or go on Tinder. You can find a lot of guys who
it. Leave my man
put
alone.
up your TV or something.
She probably ran out of ink. You guys are knocking her
No.
for like just
Ran out of
So-
ink.
the
You
print. You
are
know how
such-
expensive printing
Oh my
ink is.
God.
Oh my
was
God.
I think it was handwritten.
Oh.
She had a lot of people.
Depends. There's a shortage on ink. Chick-fil-A got a shortage
Oh my
of
God.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Because, like, back in the 1800s when they used to use a tail feather and you know, something else, she would be too good for that, for sure. For sure.
Her wrist must have been hurting from all the invitations
exactly.
she had to write
she
out.
just needs to use her wrist more often. That's
I'm going to
all.
get into so much trouble later.
It's okay, me too. Probably. I love you.
Love you.
You're getting the eyes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't bring. But you said bring it up, so I mean, she said my guest said to talk about it.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Okay, look.
It's okay.
If you win at Mortal Kombat, you get to be mad at her. If
No.
I win at Mortal
She
Kombat,
Well, you already know you lost. I'm gonna win.
what?
Yo, he
What?
wanted to talk so much shit with
I
you
was-
the other day when he was texting you my video, and I was like, baby, we just had the conversation. What if Paul sees the messages and he thinks something? No.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, Paul knows I'm good. I'm good. You know, I have a lot of ice, so that when I whoop your ass, you know, you could just sit on it,
Yes, I
You know.
love it.
Oh, you are a shit talker. I love it.
I am.
I can't do it. I can't even use the controller. So, well, okay, this is how much we digress. So we're talking about CBD,
It's
and now we're
okay.
talking about video games, which is okay because it's still all intertwined.
Well, because we have the video games at the studio. That's why we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Because
Finish you. That's it. That's the,
when
Yeah,
I
video
tell-
games in the
your
studio.
soul
Yes.
is mine.
not even just
Yeah.
video, like all right,
Retro
video games, like video games that
Mhm.
I can play because I don't know anything like this controller that for that
have-
piece of equipment up there.
Yeah, I have Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all the most of the Disney Super Nintendo games, which a lot of people go excited for. Super Mario, Mario 64, Donkey Kong. What
Donkey
else?
Kong.
What else
Oh,
is
I could
really
do
popular?
Donkey Kong. I
Um,
mean, it's like riding a bike, right?
Yeah.
It's been that long, so
Oh, I had Paperboy. You remember Paperboy?
Damn.
never played Paperboy.
Took it back.
That dog that always came running out used to piss me off. Oh man. Yeah, no, we have so many games. Gauntlet, Guitar Hero.
Ooh, fun.
We have Guitar Hero.
Oh my God, yes, birthday party this year.
Yeah, we have so many video games. And then if there's something that we don't have, let me know and I could try to get it. Like if you want to have an event or something.
Mhm.
I tell that to people, or like recommend games to me, and if I find them, I'll pick them up.
Are they like just like we're able to bring our own bottle of wine? Can we bring our own game?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. That
How
would
about
be
board
awesome.
games?
Board games we have. We do.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, this place was so great.
We have
In Teaneck.
cards.
I'm trying to think where, because I'm like, I was always in Teaneck.
Okay, so you
But
know where Peck Peck
You know where the
is?
diner's at?
The
When
what?
you come off the bridge, right? And am I
Yes.
thinking of that area?
Okay, so the hospital. Think about the hospital,
Okay.
right? Drive up towards the Dairy Queen in Teaneck,
Okay.
right? So on DeGraw, that's DeGraw. So you're on Teaneck Road. On DeGraw, make a right. Sorry, and then drive all the way up, and we're on the left. We're off of every major highway.
Yeah,
80
it was
and
so quick.
95 is
Yeah,
2
right
minutes
over
from us.
It was so
Route
quick.
4 is like 3 minutes from us.
Ooh, Shorty
Route-
just joined us. Hi, Shorty.
We have so
Shorty,
many
join
people.
us on
Oh,
YouTube so you
wanna
can.
go.
We're talking about the hookah lounge. You got it. Shorty will come. Shorty is a chef.
Oh,
and
cool.
He's one of my biggest supporters.
Nice.
I did it though. I called him he. Can I tell you? Because he's a transgender.
Oh, cool.
So I knew him as her.
Okay.
So now it's like he's like, can you please practice? I was like, I'm practicing.
Yeah. Well, I believe it's understood that.
Oh, people are saying, hey,
Your son's on there too.
both of them. Oh my God, I got 2 kids on. Sorry, I'm all excited. Hold on. Let me see what he's saying. So, hi, Alex. Hey, Marcus. Oh, now they're talking to each other. She didn't want to get carpal tunnel from writing additional. Who said that? Oh, Carlos. You're absolutely right. See, even Carlos agrees with me that that's BS. That's BS. Oh, this is so cool.
You know what was a topic that was brought up to me that is very interesting? Strip clubs.
Oh, ooh, I don't know. Well, see,
Yeah.
no, okay. There's this evolution of Mindminx, okay?
Okay.
I was almost said my real name, but pre-Mindminx, I would have been like, hell no.
Okay.
Oh my God, no, I think still hell no. I don't know, because like in my head, those strippers look at these guys as having money,
Right.
especially if they come and dress nice. And I know he's gonna go and dress nice, and she's gonna, why is he's all, he's all getting
Nah, I'm
offended.
not doing anything.
Like, sorry.
Yeah,
Like, we
like-
are. He's so stupid. Well, all right. So, how do you feel about it? Because I could have this whole debate in my head about how I feel
So,
about strip clubs.
I feel strip clubs are cool, right? I have gone to many a times or many places, strip joints, and they're fun. But if I'm in a relationship with someone, if you decide to go, then that's all good and dandy. Go through that door. But when you're done, don't come knocking on mine.
Ooh, okay. So we
know?
are on the same
Yeah,
page.
so like I've been to them and I think they're fun and I get the gist, and the argument was brought up, oh, like you don't always go, to get lap dances and stuff. Sometimes you just go to watch the game, and a girl like flashes a little titty, and you just give her $1 and she moves on.
That's what I'm saying. We go
Shush-
chicken wings.
Shush yourself. Shush yourself.
Yeah.
Hello,
gotta give
Q718 just joined my Instagram, so thank you for joining in.
Cute.
But my big thing is like, there is so much here, that if you're going there for
What's missing?
exactly that's my thought,
Oh, thank God! I
Would
thought I
you
was
go
gonna.
with them?
No.
So then,
Why not?
That's like what?
No, because the girl is still
That is
gonna
so cool.
wanna try to. Yeah, I know,
You would
and
think it's so cool.
yeah, it's just like I would go with any of my friends, but once I'm in a relationship, like, no, I wouldn't.
Listen, I get
It's like
mad.
don't come trying to touch him. Like
They don't touch us. They touch you. Y'all
No, they
The females
they
get,
touch
like,
you.
more touching than we do. We're like,
No,
Listen,
they definitely.
I get mad when he's looking at another female that I feel. All right, so here's first of all, everybody knows this about me. I'm very vain. So if I think you're beautiful, like, please take that as a huge compliment because I don't think everybody is beautiful. And so when I see him looking at another female that in my eyes is beautiful, I get angry, like, motherfucker, like you're standing right next to me.
Here's the debate. Okay, here's the debate. That this is my argument. Because they're like, oh, what about when you go to? Wait, she's Spanish, right?
He knows.
when you go, they're like, well, when you go to a beach, and when you go to a restaurant, when you go to Hooters or this or that, it's like, or not Hooters because that's not okay. Like a restaurant or something. The girls are there and guys look at girls there. I go, okay, but their behavior is not meant to be titillating, right? So if you go somewhere and you do something in the hopes of being titillated, then it's one thing.
Right.
If you're just dressing a certain way and the guy looks, then okay, look. You know what I mean? There's plenty of guys that walk past me and, not that I'm like, my
Oh, hush
mouth
yourself.
draws, but it's human
Do you
nature
notice?
to look. No,
And-
it's
right.
human nature.
But do you notice when Paul's checking out another female?
He's smarter than that.
So thank you. That's what I'm saying. See?
No. But
I'm
yeah.
from New York. and
Oh
you
my
already know,
gosh.
you already know.
His
I'm always-
peripherals.
I'm always-
No,
His
I mean,
peripherals.
it's
never
normal.
know.
Or
You
sometimes
never know who's gonna rob you.
sometimes Paul
That's
will
the
say,
truth, though.
"Oh, look at her shoes."
So the
for example.
big assed woman walking down the street in front of you is gonna turn around and rob us, huh?
No, he'll be like,
You
"Oh,
never know.
look at her legs.
You
She has
never
beautiful
know.
legs."
Well, that's
and,
different.
And I'll say,
If he
"Oh yeah,
makes it
she
a po-
does."
If he were to make it a conversation, like I said to him, where were we the other day?
But
that
I think
said
that's Paul's
nothing.
loophole. But
That's- So we were out the other day, and this woman was wearing this beautiful outfit,
Right.
and she had side boobs showing.
Okay.
And I was like, not that I want you to look, but that's like what my goal would be. So if it's part of a conversation, but when he's so blatantly staring at another female,
fell for the trap.
no,
What,
see
like,
that doesn't.
where?
No, see that would have made me even more mad.
I know what you're talking about.
I know
We were
it.
just
You know
talking.
exactly what I'm talking about.
I think it's normal. Like it's one thing to look and
Oh,
say
I look too.
and say, "Oh, she's beautiful," or "Oh, he's really attractive or handsome," and it's one to be like, "Duh," like that
Yeah.
meme with the guy and the girl.
And I always know who
You
it is.
know?
It's always somebody, and I'm like, dude, this one it was at the end of our block, so that made me even madder because it wasn't even like we were out somewhere like this is around my block, so I don't even know that I'm not gonna show up and her walk in front of my house, and then oh my god, then some stuff is gonna happen.
Right.
But I was like, I was insulted. I'm like, do you see how she's dressed? And then she's like, not that having a child is anything bad, but I'm like, dude, you're sitting in my car, and you're staring at.
Yeah, no. For me, it's like looking is one
okay.
thing, and then
I
let's
found, I
say,
found my co-host for my show.
That's it.
and then
I'll
gawking is
become
another
queen.
thing, and then like going, if like looking at a girl is one thing, and then going to a strip joint where the point is to get titillated,
Right.
that it's another thing because you can have chicken wings anywhere. So why does it have to be at that go-go bar?
Yeah.
Where
They
the
on
girls
sale.
They're on sale.
They're
oh
on
my
sale.
Gosh.
Support small businesses.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the money you spend, like you don't spend because you saved it. You're giving it to her
Oh,
in her
I'm sorry.
in her bra, or,
We got
Whatever.
so
Gotta tip the waitress.
we got so excited that
Yeah,
my,
that's the
my
same response
camera
I got.
fell.
That's the same. I don't know. I just like the idea of like, oh, you're coming home smelling like another woman. Excuse me, skirt.
I know I
Sorry.
haven't really
Nah.
beat your ass in Mortal Kombat. That's
Oh
it.
dear Lord.
All right, all right. You know, we'll see. We'll have to do another.
I'm Team
interview.
Stephanie today.
No, you know what? We're gonna do Instagram Live
Okay.
Oh, okay.
because I just gotta, teach a little lesson.
She's gonna school me.
Like,
Probably. Wait, are you good? Wait, who's older?
oh my
Who's
God.
younger?
Wait, how about a flawless victory? Oh my God. If I got a flawless victory on your ass,
If you get that, I have to give you your props.
Wait, but who's younger? Who's older?
I'm 31.
Oh, so she's
Yeah.
younger. Oh, I'd be careful.
He has more years experience.
I understand that, but you grew up with the technology. He learned the tech. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying because like we're older. It's not the same for us.
Hold on.
Like,
When did Mortal Kombat come out? Like in '92?
Yeah, I had it on the Genesis.
I don't think so.
I was
think
3.
she's got you beat. That's like saying who would be better, Marcus or you? Oh, you're so full of it.
Yeah, because he plays all the time now.
You
So-
know what? You know what else I have? Killer Instinct. I told you that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Killer Instinct is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the other day for the first time in years with my friends, and at first I was getting like whooped because, again, I'm so used to Mortal Kombat that I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, but in Killer Instinct, unless like
Oh, so it's a similar game to that?
That's another
See, I don't know.
fighting game.
Oh, okay.
it's another fighter where like I don't think there are buttons for like special moves, right? Because I was
think
really
there
trying
is,
to
but it's
figure it
not
out.
too many.
Yeah, well, I was trying with Saber Wolf, and nah, I'm sorry. These giraffe legs get me in so much trouble. I swear, always kicking things.
Do you know that we've already been talking for close to 50 minutes?
Oh wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I mean, I love talking. I could talk forever. I
Well-
don't shut up.
But that's what I love about having my guests on. That's why, like, when we meet, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, this is gonna be so. I can't. How many times did I say that in text message? Sunday is gonna be so.
Oh yeah,
good.
I always love like doing things like this because you get to meet people, and that's why like when people come to the studio, it's not like I'm all up on your grill the whole time, but I do like to just have like a 2-minute conversation, get to know people, and say just more like, oh, okay, here's your bill. Like that's so impersonal. When people come to the studio, when they come to Absalom, I like them to feel like they're family, and I always tell people. There's a family environment. Not that you're gonna be bringing your kids to like chill with us at night, but the point is like everyone gets to know each other. It's almost like Cheers.
Yes,
or
that's how
like,
you described
you
it.
know,
Yeah, where
where
everybody knows your name.
Exactly, and that's cool, and I love that. Where you could come in and I'm like the usual, and you're like yeah, and I go and make it. That's cool. Or like where we could shit talk, and at the end of the day, when I whoop him, like he's okay with it.
We'll see. We'll see if he's okay with it.
You're like, I am never coming here again.
She's gonna
We're
bust the
deleting
ball,
her
like-
interview.
Nope. So, all right, let's get back. All right, so I
Okay,
want to talk
CBD.
about
What-
CBD.
what can I
So
answer?
I want to give my experience and what you had recommended for me.
Oh, cool.
So I live in a house with men, and my son and my husband are both very loud men. How many times
Puerto
has he
Rican
said? Oh, this time he said Puerto Rican. Before he said he's from New York.
Yeah. Isn't that the same
All that
thing?
Puerto
It's the
Rican-
same thing.
Pretty much.
So when I tell you I'm a light sleeper, and if his alarm will go off, and then I can't go back to sleep, or Marcus will come thudding down our stairs, and I'm like, oh my God, like, do these people not even know that there's somebody else here? So when I tell you I was not getting a peaceful night or restful, I should say, they're not trying to disturb me on purpose. It's just life happening.
Right.
So you recommended that I take some shots, and you actually gave me a cool regimen, and it's really interesting that you did this. And do you do this with everybody, or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do a consult. Like, if someone's just in and out, then I totally respect that. But, like, I like to give a consultation so we can talk, so I could get to know, what you would like to use the CBD for, and then I can make my recommendation. If you don't want to hear it, then that's fine. I'm totally cool with that, too. But if I can help you, then that's even better, as long as you're receptive to it. And then they're all recommendations, not like, if you don't do this, It doesn't work like that. But you know, if you tell me what's up, and then I could be like, okay, well, you know, let me see. Okay, this is what I recommend, because based on other people. And sometimes I'll say, like, you know, let's try this, give it a few days, and then we'll go from there,
Right.
you know?
And that's what you did for me. And
Right.
literally the very end, but you told me you got to start walking, because my issue is that, like, you know, I said I wanted to drop a couple pounds,
Right.
but I feel hungry all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the very next day, first of all, I was able to sleep through the
Nice.
whole thing, through everybody's alarms, because Vic is the one that gets Marcus up in the morning for school. I didn't hear any of that. I
Excellent.
didn't even hear him leave for school. And I got up and I had a cup of coffee for the first time in a very long, I would say in like 3 months, because I
Wow.
was able to do this before, and then it just, you know, I just wasn't able to get up. I was always tired.
Right.
By yesterday morning, we went out for breakfast, and he said, because we've been walking every day, he's like, why don't we walk to the restaurant?
Cool. That's awesome.
So we walked to the restaurant, and because in my head I have you saying it has to be 23 minutes, 18 minutes is where it starts,
Burning.
and then so at least 5 minutes. We actually prolonged the walk. We made it 20 minutes, just because, like,
Yeah.
but we walked past the restaurant and went the long way, and we were able to do that, and it felt good. I didn't feel like we walked close to 10,000 steps yesterday. I think I was only
Nice.
like 300 steps shy of 10,000. So
Okay.
my knees hurt because I'm old, but it felt awesome. And I haven't been able to do anything like that because I haven't had the energy.
Right. And that's the thing with CBD. Like, actually, I said it before. If you get a full night's sleep, a restful sleep, you wake up feeling rested. You feel energized. Then you could go throughout your day. And depending on when you take the CBD, you have like different benefits. But ultimately, those benefits continue regardless. There's not like ever like a, let's say, a wear off time. Because if, you know, I guess like the longer you take, you wait to get your next dose, then yeah, I guess there would be some kind of wear off. But in general, like this, you don't really get that, you know, because the benefits are there. And as long as you take it the next day and you just continue with that consistency. I tell people CBD is all about consistency. You know, you will start to experience those benefits, like the anti-inflammatory, or, you know, the antispasmodic, or, you know, it's excellent for muscle recovery because it prevents DOMS, which is delayed onset of muscle spasms, which give you all that achy soreness, you know. So you can go work out the next day, and okay, you're not going to work arms again, for example, because you just did arms.
Right.
But when you start moving around and you do all your exercises, you're not going to be like, "Ugh," like a
Won't be
T-Rex.
so-
You're not going to be like, you know, come here, you know. So that's the difference, you know.
I love that. Yeah, I have short arms, so I always say I have T-Rex arms. I do. I do. I have short arms. I can't help it.
I love Jurassic Park.
They didn't think that one through. All right, so you actually brought, because we purchased a hookah from you,
Yeah.
a beautiful one, and you brought it today
I
to
did.
show us.
Right.
Do you wanna?
Yeah. So let me show it to you.
Oh wait, show everybody what the box looks like. Even just the packaging is so
Oh.
cool. Now, when you pick these
Pretty
are.
basic box.
Oh.
But I can
I
show
think it's
people the
cool.
box. You like
Yeah,
the
I think
box?
it's
okay,
cool.
Sure.
Here, hold on. As a matter of fact, I'll just use my camera.
I don't know.
We'll do it on here. So
Can we
turn
see
that
it?
way. That way.
That's the box. It just says like some words in the front.
Deluxe.
Honestly, when it comes to the box, when I get them, I think they just give me whatever box is laying around. So if you saw what it said there, I really wouldn't pay attention to it.
Uh-huh.
It's really more the quality.
Right. Well, so Q718 said there's levels to the hookah game.
Exactly. And then you could get the brand name hookahs, you know, but it's just, I feel like you're paying, it's like when you go to Tiffany's. It's awesome for Valentine's Day to get that blue little box,
Uh-huh.
but, you know, he probably could have gotten it like way cheaper somewhere else and then taken you out to dinner and gotten you a massage.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the same thing with the hookahs. Like, I feel like as long as you find a good brand, and it doesn't have to be like a brand, like just a good made one, then
Okay.
you're good to go. So this is the hose.
Right.
You know,
And just so everyone knows, the hoses that are available at Absalom, you get rid of them every day. They're brand new for every person.
oh yeah,
the-
yeah. So when you smoke at Absalom, the hoses are disposable. So we open
Disposable.
it, we put it, We give you the hookah. If you want a tip, you can still get a tip. We have millions of them. But essentially, when you're done with your hookah, the hoses get thrown out. So
Nice.
they're not reused at all. We're very cautious when it comes to all of that. So you get your hose.
Very cool.
And then, let me see. I'm going to have to do a little bit of unboxing here.
I don't know if it's like memory, but I taste the cherry. That's just memory. I
It's
got.
definitely memory because you
It's
never used
brand
that
new.
one. That was brand new. I think you're just ready to go to Amsterdam
Yeah.
already.
Super ready.
Is anyone saying they're going to join us? I'm just curious.
So is anybody going to join us? Are you still on the YouTube? Are you watching? Any more comments? Who's comment? All right. Who's not doing their job? So Ink Paul said titillating equals CBD equals relaxation equals peace. Nothing has to be missed. She didn't want to get okay. So is anybody going to join us at Absalom today? We are going to be going there to hang out.
What are the hours? Because some days Jersey kind of weird.
Yeah, so the hours are Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays until 1 a.m.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. We're there often.
So we weren't there. Oh, we were there after closing time on Wednesday then.
It's cool. It's totally fine.
And the funny part is, I was like, oh my God, I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I felt bad because I'm like, man,
No,
we
no, no,
talked a
it's
lot. She
fine.
must have been like exhausted.
No, I
So
was
you saw
fine.
how I put this
Yes,
here, right?
yes.
And
So
it
did
has a
my camera.
diffuser. Okay. And you put it in.
Look
That's
how
what she
pretty
said.
that is. That's even I told you there was gonna be a lot. All right, contest. How many times did we reference The Office today?
Oh my God.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Then I'm gonna put the tray.
Oh, I'm gonna hold my camera up so we can see this. Look how pretty that is. I can't wait. Like, dude, I've literally planned out the deck. We're gonna just have this out on the deck, and we even got the coals that
I mean, you don't need to
used.
put it back in the box.
No, we don't.
So-
We'll leave it
so,
like that.
you know.
Yeah.
Let me just
pretty.
make sure I didn't leave it. Well, you know, essentially, at least you can at least put it in the box, I guess, but you don't have to wrap it and
Yeah,
stuff because
yeah,
you have
yeah.
the coal, the tongs, right?
And this we did purchase directly from Absalon, so you don't have to worry about, where'd you order that from?
this.
No, we got it right
Supposed
from
to, yeah.
there. So if you want one,
See?
nice.
And then what's really sexy about this one is that when you blow the smoke out to clear the base, the smoke goes like this, like in a really sexy curve.
That's
So
right.
it's really beautiful. Then this goes on top, right? And then the bowl.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show us how to like pack that and
So it's a fluff pack. You just kind of sprinkle it on.
okay.
Make sure it goes right under the rim, and then you sprinkle the CBD on top. And then here you go with this,
Oh, and that's where you put the coal.
and that's it. Yeah, so you don't even have to worry about the aluminum anymore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look how pretty that is, everybody.
And
Oh wait, is it on camera?
Yeah, just
Okay.
about. Yeah.
Just about. Okay.
Right there. Yeah. Right
Well, it's definitely on here. Look how beautiful. That's our hookah.
that's that. And then you put the hose right over here. And this you could wash. Like, you know,
Okay.
this is totally cool. This is an acrylic hose, so you're totally fine. There you go.
Nice.
See?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And you also have the, say it again, I'm going to say it wrong, shisha?
Shisha.
You
Yeah.
sell this shisha?
You took that when
Yes,
you came.
yes.
I was about to say, like, did I
No,
forget
we
it?
have it,
Okay,
yeah.
no.
No, I'm looking at because I made quite a few purchases that night, and I'm looking at our basket, the wellness kit, and I was like,
Right.
there's a lot of stuff in here. And then he's like, no, it's I was like, oh, thank God, okay.
I'm going to put it in because
Okay.
God knows.
All right, so if anybody's coming to join us, we will be.
Yeah, let's see if
that'll
who
be
whips
cool.
whose butt in MK.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
wanna play. Yeah, like other people can play, and we have like a little impromptu tournament.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fun. Order some pizza or something. What do you need to eat?
Oh,
today?
pizza sounds good.
Pizza? Is that a general consensus? Yes.
Does
pizza.
pizza sound good? I mean, I feel like we're playing video games and
We're just acting acting like kids again.
We're acting like kids, yeah.
I do it
Except
every day.
we have to remember that it's a school night, people. And I have to work tomorrow.
Back in college.
Back in college.
What else?
All right,
Okay.
so we are about to round out our hour. So Instagram doesn't kick me off anymore. I'm all excited about that. I think we've done everything. Oh, I remember.
Yes.
So I started something new. It's called the Mindminx Adventure of the Week.
Okay.
And every week I try to top the one from before, which is exhausting. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But so this
Is
week.
it exhausting on my end too?
No, on my end.
Oh,
because
okay.
my first adventure of the week was that I met a football player,
Oh, cool.
Plaxico Burrs. Yeah. So that was cool. And then my second adventure was that I was actually recognized at the dentist. And I was like, how am I supposed to top
Top
that?
Well, then you start getting paparazzi following you
Oh my
everywhere.
God. No. That's quite
And then you bring them to Absalom.
There you go.
And, and then hookah's on me.
Oh, wait. That's good. We have that recorded.
Yes,
Says-
it's recorded.
So I guess what the adventure I have this week. So one of my first guests was this really great astrologist who resides in Canada. I
Canada,
told you
yeah.
about her. We're doing a little spin-off because our show was so well received, and because we talked about some topics that we just need to revisit and see how everybody turned out and
Right.
what's happening now. Because apparently we're about to be in this huge retrograde. I don't know if it's Mercury or a different planet. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. So every
Okay.
week we're going to be doing that. So
That's
just be on the
interesting.
lookout. Yeah, on Wednesdays I'm doing a promo for us right now. The theme song is the theme song to Full House. So it's coming out so good right now. I
Nice.
love it. It's so funny.
Full planets.
Yeah. So that's the mind. Do you have an adventure from this week? Did anything exciting happen this week for you?
Oh my God.
Besides us coming and hanging out until the wee hours of the morning like we were kids again.
Yeah. I meet so many cool people who come through the studio. I don't know. Oh, you should have prepped me for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's definitely that's
On the
okay.
spot.
I did. I put her on the spot.
No, I'm okay with that, but it's just sometimes my memory is like good for some things. Like you'll come in and I remember your face and I'll remember like everything you told me. Like I'd be like, oh, how's your cat? And I'd be like, how do you remember my cat? And I'm like, oh, your cat, blah blah blah. And like, yeah,
That's so cool.
I remember things like that. But like events, I don't know. I guess this is a really awesome adventure coming all the way out
Oh,
here.
Thank
to,
you.
know,
Thank you.
And I'm not just saying that. I think that's really cool to be able to
Aw.
do this. Like I said, I've never done an interview like this, so it's a really cool setup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about what's happening coming up because you said Tuesday there's a fun event at the studio.
There is. So on Tuesday, it's actually National Wine Day. So we totally hopped on that bandwagon and we're like, okay, we created a puff and paint for that day. It's $50 per person. You get either a hookah or pre-roll. And then you paint. We're going to be painting wine glasses.
very
Like
cool.
on wine glasses,
Nice.
right? And then you pick your design, etc., etc. The event is from 6 to 10 at the studio. And what's really cool is we're going to have a wine company called Just Jack come, and they're going to share they're going to give free samples of their full wine collection.
Nice.
And it is BYOB, the liquor store is right next door.
Smart.
So,
Smart.
yeah, just Uber on down. So, you don't have to, you could be safe and not, drink and drive. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're really excited.
I'm excited for that too. And you guys are always doing events like that, so everybody needs to be following Absalon.
Yeah.
What is your
We're
handle?
also going to be having an open mic.
Are you really?
Yeah, and which I'm really excited about because obviously since I'm an artist, I'm really into the arts. And I love that since I have a platform, I can feature other artists.
Nice.
That's going to be June 18th. It's going to start at 8. But you went on my IG, right?
Yes.
So my IG is Absalom, ABSALOM, X as in X-ray, art, ART. Absalom X art.
Nice. And are you on Facebook?
Yes, it would just be Absalom.
Absalom.
And you'll
okay.
see like our logo.
So actually, Absalom will be tagged on my IGTV that we're filming live right now, so
Awesome.
everybody can follow it there.
And then
If
we
you
have
guys
the
are-
website too.
Yes, you have your website. I love that you have your QR code. Oh, let's stand up. So let's see. You have merchandise too, and you're wearing it
yeah,
today.
Yeah. I'm always wearing Absalom attire. So this is one of our designs. We could print on anything. So we have tank tops, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies. Well, you're not going to be wearing that now, but
Turn around because you have your logo
this
on the
is-
back
Yep.
and your QR code.
Oh shit.
Smart.
Oh, my dragon.
Yeah.
That's a big ass.
The
Yeah.
dragon. Yeah, the dragon is from up here, as you can see, all the way down over here.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it was done in tabori, like the ancient Japanese way of tattooing.
Okay.
So they go like with a stick.
Oh.
Yeah, that took 60
I was gonna
hours.
say that took a long time.
Yeah, and the colors are the traditional Japanese colors.
They
that
look
they
it.
used. Yeah,
It looks it.
everything was done like super traditional.
Very
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I love this tattoo.
All right, so thank you so much for being here with us
No,
today.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Spice Miami just joined us. Thanks for joining in. You're just catching the very tail end. We're about to say goodbye, but we're here with Stephanie, with the owner of Absalon, and obviously your favorite Mindminx. Let me turn around because I feel like an idiot when I'm talking to myself. So thanks for joining in. Oh, where's my outro? Okay. So that's all the time that we have for today. It's a new week, so go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Have a great week.
Thank you.